Good morning. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to go over a letter that a woman who contacted me because her daughter lives in a group home. Her group home took her to the casino at 2 a.m. and lost her. So she had written a letter to, the complaint places where us families think we can call for help. I'm going to read you a letter that she got back from her, from the office, Minnesota Attorney General Keith Ellison's. I'm clipping this in the beginning of the video. I made this video and I shared it yesterday, and then I went to ChatGPT, and I'm trying to do this and not get my channel deleted or myself put in prison. Anyways, ahoy matey. I'm sharing this family's letter for advocacy and awareness, not to accuse any individual of wrongdoing. I am going to be putting a link to a news article in the comments that I think everybody should read, though. Please go to my comments. Read the article that I've stuck in the comments of my video. Ahoy, matey. The Office of Minnesota Attorney General Keith Ellison. December 29th, 2025. Dear Mrs. ... I thank you for your correspondence received on December 19th, 2025. While I cannot give you legal advice, I can tell you the following, which I hope will be helpful. First, you mentioned that you have been in contact with local law enforcement and have made an MAARC reports through DHS on several occasions. We encourage you to continue to work with both DHS and local law enforcement and to report any new incidents to those agencies as appropriate. I will note that this office does not have original criminal jurisdiction and cannot investigate or prosecute crimes unless a county attorney requests our assistance or the governor appoints the office to prosecute. Second, statuses that govern these programs are written by your state legislators. If you would like to see the law governing these programs change, you may wish to reach out to your legislators. If you do not know who represents you, you can click this link to find contact information for your legislators. You may wish to discuss this matter with a private attorney. This office cannot provide legal advice or legal representation to individual constituents. I recognize that retaining a private attorney is not cheap. In this case, however, I believe that a private attorney may be able to advise you as your legal rights and potential avenues of recourse. If you cannot identify an attorney to advise you, the Minnesota State Bar Association Attorneys Referral Service is available on the internet. If you select an attorney through the referral service, you should ask about any initial consultation fees since the fees vary. I enclose our publication, Hiring an Attorney, which has more information. Aren't they so helpful? People that have no money to start with. Attorneys aren't cheap. This is not how it was supposed to be. Us parents were supposed to be protected alongside of our children. Thank you again for contacting the Minnesota Attorney General's Office. Respectfully, Taylor Griffin, Senior Correspondent Specialist. And here's their little hiring an attorney, but she didn't send me that. They just passed the buck. Where's the protection? Where is the protection for our vulnerable population? That mother should not be going through that. I shouldn't be going through what I'm going through. Anyways, carrying on in the story, she tells me that she's been fighting for 3 years. And she was, her daughter was abused in many different ways in rehabs, hospitals, and group homes. The biggest abuse was in the group home, driving her to a man's house who was 15 years older than her to have sex. This man had drugs, a gun in the couch, and took video and photos of her, and everyone is calling this creep a boyfriend. She was 20, he was 35. See, they're using this person-centered care right to risk with no concept of what they're doing to this young lady's life and the worry they're putting her mother through. So anyway, so I'd never really heard of Keith Ellison before. But when I was scrolling on Facebook, insert the picture, this popped up. And I thought, what the heck? They're telling her, get an attorney. It's not cheap. Well, that guy's son, he has him working in the government. And he's also a teacher at a college. And then they sent her this. Oh, okay. She says, she has sent letters to 3 other Republican representatives of Minnesota, and they all tell her they cannot create laws. Walter Hudson did send over a lady who certifies and decertifies group homes, and she met with my daughter for 2 hours going over each incident at each group home. This happened 2 months ago, and we don't know the outcome of her findings. This is as close to an investigation as we got. We even met with the head of social services last week, and this is what he gave us as a solution. So this is what they're telling her. This is what the social services tell her mom. Recommended action steps. Reach out to the social services and or law enforcement agency in the county where the incidents occurred. You may also want to reach out to DHS regarding your concern if the local county social service agencies are unable to follow up. Reach out to the state ombudsman to register your concerns. See how that went for me. No help. They said it was fine. Follow up with your personal therapist to discuss your personal mental wellness issues pertaining to these events. You people should have never put her in that position. No, she came to me. My YouTube channel is going to fix this. Oh my God. Follow up with your personal therapist. You people, you have no idea. You have no idea what we go through as parents. Continue with your case management with both adult mental health CSP case manager and the CADI waiver case manager to secure eligible services and equipment as needed. Carver County will submit a new MAARQ report due to the additional information shared during our last 2 meetings. If needed, seek your own legal counsel. What are all these like disability rights, Oregon, disability rights, Minnesota? What are those people's jobs? Oh, and complete a health care directive. That. Anyways, so Keith Ellison, when I was scrolling on Facebook, that meme popped up, and I thought I'd Google that guy. All these people telling her, get an attorney. They're not cheap. Get a therapist for your mental health, while they treat their children like the sun rises and sets upon their sweet little faces. Okay, here we go. Keith Ellison's son Jeremiah to serve as Minneapolis City Councilman from Harvard University. While they're telling a special needs mother, get an attorney, go see a therapist. Something's very wrong, and I intend to fix it. Me and my warrior mothers were rogue mothers, all of us. They should have never put us in this position. They should have never, ever put us in this position. I'll have more to say about this, but here we are for now. Boy, oh boy, I didn't know Minnesota was going to be such a big part of my life all of a sudden.